So I just had an epiphany, a realization come to me. Um, so for the people who are in a twin flame dynamic where you met each other when you were both married, or one of you were married, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter, but specifically ones that met while you were married, okay? Um, because I was married to my husband that passed away, and he's still currently with the person he was married to when we met. Or I don't say is still married to them. I was about to say, anyways. Um, so like I had the realization, like for the longest time, I would feel like I had to protect my energy from her. Like I felt like she was sending negative energy my way, trying to figure out pinpoint how she was able to do that, and realizing that all she has to do, because I mean, you and your twin have the same energy or the same soul, okay? So any type of energy work, whether it be good or bad, is what's going to not interfere, what's going to, um, it's going to hit you on a soul level, okay? So she didn't necessarily even have to do anything to me directly if she's doing it to him. You get what I'm saying? That was a realization I had. But I also had another realization that I'm like, so you get so hung up on wanting, that the connection that your person is in to be over with. But really, what I want more than anything for her is for her to be able to find her true partner, her person. Because that way she would be able to maybe fully understand more of the dynamic, because she would be put in that situation herself. You know what I'm saying? And I mean, I don't know how this 1111 portal energy is suiting everybody. It's been kind of weird for me. I was like really tired all day today at work. All day today, I was really tired. And then, of course, I get home and I'm not tired anymore. But then, like, I'm just sitting here chilling in my own little, happy little solitude because, got my girls out there doing their own thing. And this is my me time and my solitude time. And all I wanted to do was bawl my eyes out. And I was just like, what on earth is going on? Which, granted, I do know that, Mercury is in retrograde right now, too. Um, so I decided to meditate on that energy and figure out, where it was coming from. And I realized that it wasn't my energy I was feeling, it was his energy. It was his energy. And being able to tap into like what's going on with him, at that time, I can see why he was upset. I could totally see that. Um, being sorry, a piece of hair is bothering me, and my bangs on apart. Anyways, so being in the dynamic where you meet your twin when you are already married to somebody else, or in a connection with somebody else, it's very difficult. Okay, extremely difficult, because you feel this pull, you get all these signs and synchronicities, and and then trying to continue on to live your life that you have. It's really difficult if you don't have a partner that understands the dynamic you hold with your twin flame or your divine counterpart. And I got lucky in that aspect that my husband did understand that. I mean, in fact, he even said if you did ever leave me for him, I would be okay with it, because that's how much my husband liked my divine counterpart. So yeah, he was very open-minded about it, and he would even let me talk to him, about it, or he would even notice things that I didn't notice, stuff like that. So, I mean, granted, not everybody that's in this journey gets the privilege of having an understanding spouse like that. So that's why I said I can understand why he is so upset like he is. And maybe I made this video so he could see it. I don't know, but No, I'm with you energetically, and I was trying to send you love and light energy during that moment after I figured out it wasn't my energy. So, but yeah, as I say, I just say anybody who's like me, because I'm single. I'm a widow, so I'm single. And your divine counterpart is still with their other party that they were with when y'all met. Um, just know everything happens in divine timing. And what's meant for you and is truly yours is never, nobody else can take that from you. No amount of spell work, no amount of rituals, no amount of evil eye, negative energy or anything, because it's divine. Okay? So everything had its time and its place, and you may not understand it at the time, but as you move along and you'll get realizations or epiphanies about situations, and realize why things happened the way they had to. You know what I mean? Like, so the last time I saw him, I know we saw each other because we both looked at each other, but I just walked past him as if, I was just standing in my power. Okay. I'm letting him fulfill whatever he needs to do with that in that connection, and I'm not going to interfere. So I completely took my energy out of the equation. Okay. Because I know that would just add more negative energy and possibly karma. And I don't want that. So that's why I completely remove myself from that situation. I know my worth. I'm not ever going to be a second option, second choice for nobody. It's not going to happen. So I do feel like I might have triggered him a little bit by just walking past him. But I kept my head held high and just continued along with what I was doing with my children. So, and sometimes that's kind of difficult to be able to pull your energy back from somebody all you want. We'd love more than nothing else to do is growing up and just hug them, talk to them, whatever. So, it's not as difficult for me anymore, to be honest, because I guess I'm in that it is what it is type of era. But yeah, I'm just focusing on me, focusing on my kids, trying to make our lives better, spending time with them, making memories, because they only, my oldest will be 23 next month and my youngest is 13. So my kids aren't getting any younger. So really enjoying and spending that time with them is what I am focusing on. And as I am saying that, because we marry each other, so I feel as though that's probably exactly what he's doing. Interesting. That is interesting. But yeah, so really trying to find that love of self and being able to be that end all be all for yourself is really like, that's what this twin flame spiritual journey is all about. Okay. At the end of, you came into this world with yourself. You're going to go out of this world with yourself, and truly the person that will always have your back, is meant to always have your back. People do self-sabotage, unfortunately, but you are the only person that's truly meant to have your back in this life. Okay. So being able to regain that connection within yourself is what is the most important parts of the spiritual awakening of the twin flame dynamic. Being able to find that that person you just click with. It's easy. I guess once you can get past, our dynamic was so easy with one each other until we made eye contact with each other. And then that made things difficult, which is, yeah. Anyways, but of course I'm a very different person than I was 6 years ago. So, wow, that's crazy. That's been 6 years. That is crazy. Anyways, yeah, so finding that inner oneness with yourself, really being able to sit still within your own energy and love that part, and love every part of yourself is what is so important about the dynamic. So whether they're with somebody or not, just continue to work on yourself, and you can send them loving and light energy. If you feel called to do so, you don't necessarily have to, okay? just showing that love to yourself is enough. All right, bye.